It's all over TikTok right now about that poor guy who traveled to Australia. He got in a cab and the cab driver basically tried to rip him off. Now, as someone who's lived in Australia my whole life, let me say that this experience that this poor guy has gone through is in no way, shape, or form unique. Taxis, particularly in my state of New South Wales, have been an issue as long as I can remember. I remember crystal clear going out on when I was 18, 19, taxis refusing to pick you up, charging you a ridiculous flagpole, saying if you don't like it, there's nothing, you can do about it, and basically not obeying any of the rules and regulations. And that's why Uber was hailed as such a miracle, because it comes along and enables us to have some certainty around our travel. We know the drivers are vetted. It's a good system. You can rank each other. Now, when you're dealing with a taxi in Australia, remember they must start the meter. The meter is not optional. They can't say, oh, it's about $40. How about we do that? They can't do that. They're not allowed to charge you extra money. If you ask for a receipt, they should give you one. If you pay with a card, you should receive a receipt, not necessarily a cash receipt, which is what some of these operators will do. Now, I'm not here to sledge all operators. Like any industry, it's a small minority of operators that do the wrong thing and tar the whole industry with a bad brush. But those people are so bad and so dangerous, there needs to be consequences. So if you find yourself having a bad taxi cab experience, at least in New South Wales, you've got to call the New South Wales Taxi Council. They've got a 24-hour hotline. Call them up, explain exactly what happened, give them as much information as possible, and they will do their best to resolve the complaint. And recently, when I was traveling and somebody basically tried to, extort me, I called them up while I was in the car. The guy freaked out. I got out and reported him, and the situation resolved itself. More power to this guy. Good on him for calling out a problem in Australia. And as far as the taxi industry is concerned, if I was the taxi industry, I would want people to call out this behavior so that people start to have faith in us again and we stop losing our market share to other modalities, which people are far more confident about. Because if the choice came to me between one or the other, I'm going to pick the one where I can vet the person and I have some stability around things like pricing, versus the other one where I don't know if this person's going to be shady, stand over me, what they're going to do. Follow me for more legal TikTok.